today's edition of HCAM Sports Talk. Tom Nappy here. And on this edition, we show you the latest Hopkinton Hiller winter sports happening, plus a recap of the great season so far. So sit back, relax, and enjoy a look at the 2024-2025 Hopkinton Hillers winter sports season.
On Monday, February 3rd, Hiller girls hockey hosted East Bridgewater, and the scoring got going in the first period.
Along the end boards, coming out with it, McPherson, wrister, and she pops it in. And the Hillers get the first score. 7:54 left to go, and the Hillers on the board. Picks it up. McPherson to Arthur. Arthur puts it into traffic, loose puck, and it is going to be another Hiller score. Kelsey McPherson does it again, just relentless pressure.
It was a 2-0 Hiller lead heading into the second period.
Well, the Hillers, they certainly had a big advantage in possession time. We'll see if East Bridgewater is able to give some more possession as McPherson driving in, and guess what? She has another hat trick. A wide open break up the ice, slips by the defender, and backhands it in. And just like that, 16 seconds into the second period, Hopkinton Dover Sherborne now leads it 3-0. McPherson being contested along the near side. And coming out with it, backhander, and it's going to end up in. It was deflected in. Off the rebound. Gene back to McPherson. McPherson takes it around into the circle, takes a shot, and right in she goes.
The Hillers net 3 more goals in the second period and would end up taking the win 5-0. Kelsey McPherson nets 4 of the 5 goals as the Hillers improve to 8-6-1. On Tuesday, February 4th, Hiller girls basketball hosted Dedham. The game was tied at 32 heading into the fourth quarter.
Skip pass.
Back to Restaghini, launches it, got it!
Timeout.
Tegan Restaghini from three-point land. McNamara on the entry, long pass, Baharik with the block attempt, but Jamie Quinn pops it in. Now Quinn driving down, got it. Big bucket there for Dedham.
Well, how about
seal it?
How about a three-pointer and a steal? That would be great. Right there. You got to launch it.
Grady driving in, up for the shot, count it!
Timeout.
And that keeps the Hillers alive in this game with 16 seconds left. She misses the first. So the Hillers, it is going to be a one-possession game.
Ooh, that's big.
3-point game. And Coach Greco wants to talk about it. Gets it over. Rabinovich up
Gotta launch
top,
it.
4
Gotta launch
seconds. And she launches it. Oh! Wow! Megan Grady ties it up.
Wow.
Unbelievable. We are going to overtime.
Megan Grady knocks down the buzzer beater 3, and the game heads to overtime, tied at 41.
Gets it over. Along the wing, Grady. Baharik down the lane, off the glass, and in.
There's a steal.
Good steal there by Grady. Driving down, Rabinovich. Yes! Abby Rabinovich.
Wow.
Baharik. Gets it in. Up and in. Plus the foul. Abby Rabinovich.
There it is.
Up and in. There it is. Guess who? Abby Rabinovich.
Really?
Abby Rabinovich dropped 7 points in overtime and had 14 points overall as the Hillers get the big win over a good Dedham team in overtime by a final of 50-43. The Hillers improved to 8-7. Dedham falls to 8-6 on the season. On Wednesday, February 5th, Hiller Boys Hockey was on the road at Westwood. Westwood Media Center's Morgan Donahue and myself, Tom Nappy, teamed up for the call.
Well, to work it back to Timmy Malloy, sends it off to Blomqvist. He shots and he scores! Sean Blomqvist, on a pass from Timmy Malloy, finds the back of the net to put the Wolverines up 1-0, 4 minutes into this first. They got Dumais up top of the umbrella. Matt Donovan with the look. Shot, score!
Right in glove side. Such a small gap to get it through. And Matty Donovan sneaks it through. Preferably a home game or two.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, and we got a penalty called coming up again. Shot and a score by Timmy Donovan. There was a delayed penalty being called, but a nice pass coming out to Timmy Dunn in front of the net, and he roofed it up to the top left corner for the Wolverine goal and their third goal.
Westwood nets 3 goals in the first period. It remained a 3-0 Westwood lead heading into the third period.
Oh, and a
Oh, look at that! What a score that was. An absolute snipe from the top of the left circle by Parker Wynn.
Yeah, he used his speed to get back into the play. And
there you go.
Big goal there.
Pajoli finds Siglin just waiting there, and Siglin shoves it in.
The puck sent back in by the Hillers. They're going to work their power play. 3 seconds, 2, 1 left on the original one, so it's now 5-on-4. Shot on net, turned away by Quinn. The second one ties it up.
Popped in.
Hillers tie the game at 3, and the game goes to overtime.
Allow the players to walk in on a shot like that off the crossbar. That was a shot by Sullivan. May up top finds Lewis, who's walking in. Shot, score!
Nolan Lewis nets the game-clinching goal in overtime and takes advantage of the power play opportunity to give Westwood the 4-3 win over the Hillers. On Friday, February 7th, Hiller girls basketball was back at home for a meeting with Holliston. Hillers led the game 20-15 heading into the second half.
Now coming in from the corner, the kick out and a long 2 there by Bauman. 22-17 is your score. Over to Simulus, who launches the 3 and knocks it down.
The Hillers outscore Holliston 11-10 in the third quarter and had a 31-25 lead heading into the fourth.
Still plenty of time, however. Underneath, Paharik kicks it out. Simulus thought about it, drives in, gets it back to Paharik, through the defenders, yes! Holly Paharik. He still has time, but they gotta get some turnovers. Grady around the defender, yes! Megan Grady with 12 points on the night.
Hillers outscore Holliston 11-10 in both quarters of the second half and would end up taking the 42-35 win. Megan Grady led the Hiller team scoring with 12 points in the win. Hopkinton improves to 9-7. Holliston falls to 6-12. On Saturday, February 8th, it was a Hiller hockey doubleheader at the New England Sports Center. In Game 1, Hiller girls hockey hosted Westwood. Westwood Media Center's Morgan Donahue joined me for the call.
One of the things that this Westwood team has, and pretty much more than most other teams in the TVL, strong numbers. Approaching backhander, and it's put in.
Sullivan.
And that is going to be a Kate Sullivan goal. One thing this Hiller team has gotten a lot better at as the season has gone on is attacking the puck.
Yes.
Not giving up a whole lot of space. That was one of the kinks they had to work out early in the year. Wow, what a shot! Kate Sullivan just rips it in. The amount of skill players on this Westwood team, they can tire opponents out.
Yep.
Arthur sends a saucer and it's in! Callie Arthur! What a shot that was!
The old saying, Tom, good things happen when you throw the puck on net. And what a goal. Shot that from in between the blue line and the red line and found the back of the net.
Callie Arthur sent to the penalty box, so it's 4-on-4 for the next 15 seconds. and then Wolverines will have the advantage.
4-4s are fun to watch because the ice is open now.
Here's
What do you see?
McPherson racing up the far side, gets around a defender, shot from the right circle, it's in! Kelsey McPherson ties the game at 2, and that'll go down as a shorthanded goal. That from the stick of Hughes. Hughes looking to approach once again. Wrister deflected, and it is in!
5 combined goals in the first period. Westwood led 3-2 heading into the second period.
Yeah, this Hiller team has really become a much better defensive team, and much to the credit of Coach Chin. There's a wrister, and it's going to be a score. Abby Presley.
Westwood adds a goal in the second frame and had a 4-2 lead into the third period.
So impressive.
McPherson again into the left circle, and she'll pop it in off the crossbar, and in it goes. Jean, a swing and a miss there. And now putting it up the ice, Cholera.
Comes Levering.
Levering approaching.
Got a
Into
shot.
the slot, takes it, and it's in! What a shot by Levering! A shot diverted by Rivera.
Levering.
Loose puck, and it's popped in! Liz Levering!
Westwood takes the win 6-3 and remains undefeated with a record of 16-0-1. The Hillers fall to 9-7-1. In Game 2 of the hockey doubleheader, Hiller Boys Hockey hosted Dedham and celebrated senior night.
So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to start with number 13, Charlie Jackson. Charlie's unfortunately not here this evening as he's at a Model UN event, but please join me in congratulating Charlie and recognizing his parents, Cindy and Dawn. Next, we want to call onto the ice number 31, Connor Fryer. He's joined by parents Julie and Ray. Congratulations. Next, we want to recognize number 21 and one of our captains, Stephen Layton, joined by parents Liz and Steve. And then last, but certainly not least, we want to represent and honor number 16, Captain Parker Wynn, who's joined by parents Kristen and Matt. And then if we can get all the seniors to go ahead and get together, please, for one final group picture of you guys.
Hillers were happy to have James Hayward recovered from injury and returned to the lineup.
Racing up the ice, that's Brian Dune. Gets it over to the left circle, and Dedham has a score. Along the far side, Wynn. Shot, turned away, open net, it's put in! And how about that start for the captain, James Hayward? Petroli gets a touch on it. Now here comes Ian Tosca closing in. Sends it into the slot, and it's put in! Another score for the Hillers. Dougal. There's a shot. Oh, it got in. Went off the leg pad and just rolled right in the net. Dylan O'Connell knots the game up at 2 apiece. Trying to dig it out of the corner, Secord. Now along the far side. Shot from the top of the circle, and that goes in 5-hole. That was Nick Moreno.
After a wild first period, Dedham had a 3-2 lead.
Stam racing in. Jammed up in the corner now with Wynn. Wynn trying to trap the puck. Sent to the top of the right circle. Wrister, and it's in! Brian Dune with a shot that goes through everybody. And we are at even strength. Into the slot. Oh, another one! Tim Holton blasts it in. Behind the net, popped off the boards by Moreno. Sent back up by DaCosta. Ooh, taking a absolute beating behind, and then none other than Matt Pedroli blasts one in. Moore puts it up the near side. And the Hillers have the numbers here. Sent over, and it's popped in! A beauty of a feed from Hayward to Resnick.
Both teams net 2 goals apiece in the second period, and it was a 5-4 Dedham lead heading into the third.
Turned away, puck still loose, and it's sent out. Top of the circle now. Wrister by Wynn, and he pops it in! Parker Wynn ties it up! What a shot that was! Hayward up against Holton. Yeah, Resnick trying to send it out. There's a shot! And the Hillers take the lead! None other than the captain, James Hayward! Pedroli got by him, but Pedroli picks it back up. Sends it to the right circle, a swing and a miss there. As Colton Morrow tries to stuff it in, and then they get it in front of the net, and they're gonna get another goal. And that is going to be courtesy of Parker Wynn. There's another one wristed up the ice by Wynn. No icing. Sent across, intercepted by Hayward around the goalie. There he is, a hat trick. James Hayward with the hat trick.
Hillers net 4 goals in the third period and would end up taking the win. 8-6, junior James Hayward returns to the lineup and in his first game back nets a hat trick and had multiple assists. Hopkinton improves to 7-7-2 on the season. Dedham falls to 10-4-0. On Monday, January 27th, Hopkinton Hiller boys hockey hosted Algonquin. It was a 2-2 game heading into the third period.
Montague. Algonquin pursuing once again. Another shot. Puck is loose and it's put in. Algonquin just burying the Hillers with pressure right now. 1:13 left to go. Over to Wynn. Pedroli. Shot in! And it's a score for the Hillers. Matt Pedroli. To the near side. Sent to the slot. And that shot turned away. Pedroli along the left wing, gets it down, sent across by Wynn, and hoping for the one-timer there was DaCosta. And now sent out in front of the net. In the high slot, and it's tied up! Matt Pedroli again! 5 minutes on the clock, and we are ready for overtime. A couple of late penalties by Algonquin, a 5-minute major for a blatant trip on Meschizin. And an additional 2-minute penalty. Hillers had a 2-man advantage, took advantage of that with a Pedroli goal. And they still remain on the power play. So it's a 4-on-3 situation right now. And we will play on. And we're going to have a penalty shot. It's going to be Jack Resnick on a penalty shot. Approaching, takes it, and it's a save by Robbins. Costa gets it over to Wynn. From the top of the circle, out in front, puck is loose. Battle for it. There's a shot by Pedroli, and the Hillers win! Matt Pedroli rings it in, and the Hopkinton Hillers overcome a 2-goal deficit with just over a minute left. Come all the way back and win it with 1:55 left to go in overtime. Unbelievable.
Matt Pedroli scores both goals in the third period and the game winner in overtime to give the Hillers the come-from-behind 5-4 win. Hopkinton improves to 5-6-2. Algonquin falls to 5-5-2. On Tuesday, January 28th, Hiller boys basketball hosted Dover Sherborne. The Blue Raiders led the Hillers 51-49 heading into the fourth quarter.
3 attempts. Got it! Wow. Thomas Kearney with his first bucket of the second half.
Senior captain, that's big.
He has 16 points tonight.
Oh, that's a sweet move right there.
Nice move there, Marcinowski. Yes! James Marcinowski with another strong finish. Gets it over. 3 from the corner, and it's good. Julian Mariano.
Dover Sherborne outscores the Hillers in the fourth quarter 17-13 and take the 68-62 win. DS improves to 5-9. Hillers fall to 9-4. On Wednesday, January 29th, Hiller Wrestling battled Ashland in their annual Coaches vs. Cancer match. Here's a look. Ashland took the win 41-35 in a very close match. Also on Wednesday, January 29th, Hiller Swimming took on Ashland Holliston. Ashland Holliston took the win in a close meet. And to conclude the busy Wednesday night, Hiller girls hockey hosted Gloucester. Hillers led 2-1 heading into the third period.
Escaping with it, McPherson. There she comes. McPherson driving in, backhander, and count it! A beauty of a drive up the ice, and McPherson gets the job done. Another score for the Hillers at 11:52 left to go in the third period. Looking to work her way into Hiller territory is Ward. Here comes the Fisherman. There's a shot and it's in! Top shelf on that one. Stolen away. Hillers have it. McPherson putting on the moves, approaching, backhander, and it is going to be another score for the Hillers.
After the Hillers fall behind, Kelsey McPherson strikes for a pair and leads the Hillers to the 4-2 win. On Thursday, January 30th, Hiller Alpine Ski hit the slopes.
Time for number 117, Finney at Luton, 29.65. On the red course, number 817, Will Spinelli from Hopkinton. Time for number 530, Emily Paoloni, 41.33. On the blue course, number 918, Lily Dott from Algonquin.
Be sure to catch Hiller Alpine Ski, airing on HCAM Thursday evenings at 6:30 p.m. On Friday, January 31st, Hiller boys basketball hosted Norwood.
Willardson gets it over. King, and the pass out now to Dedham, and he knocks down the three. The feed from Canales and Dedham with the third Hiller three of the game. A 9-3 Hiller lead. Larkey gets it over. It's knocked away. Willardson, quick break. Off the window and in.
Hopkinton led Norwood 17-9 after the first quarter.
And a 10-point lead for the Hillers. 3 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Dearborn feeds it over to Dever. Launches a three. No good. Air ball, but the putback counted. In the right spot at the right time is Connell. Dedham gets it over to Willardson. Willardson back out to Dedham. Up top, King. Over to Dedham, out to Patrice. Launches the three. Count it!
Both teams net 13 points apiece in the second quarter, and it's 30-22, Hillers leading at the half.
Feeding it up the near side, August. And a nice feed to Patrice, who has the finish. 7 points for Petit Frere. An 11-point lead for the Hillers. Along the wing, 3 attempts. No good there from Connell. Hillers have the rebound quickly into the offensive zone. Off the window goes Simulus.
Both teams go back and forth in the third quarter once again and score 10 points each. It was 40-32, Hillers leading heading into the fourth quarter.
The kick out, 3 ball. Yes! It's Simulus! What a clutch 3 that was. 8 seconds left.
Driving in Dearborn for the tie. It's shot waved off. Norwood timeout. Senior trying to tie the game for the Mustangs. And he does. 2.7 seconds left. Hiller's going to have to take a buzzer beater. The pass, the shot, and it's in! Oh, wow! Mitch Stimulus! Mitch Stimulus buries it! And the Hillers are going to win! 54-51!
After an ice-cold start to the quarter, the Hillers do just enough to give Mitch Stimulus the opportunity to air the game-winning three, and he comes through in the clutch as the Hillers take the game 54-51. Hopkinton officially clinches a state tournament spot, improving to 10-4, while Norwood falls to 12-4. On Saturday, February 1st, Hiller girls hockey closed out the busy week hosting Ashland. It was a 1-0 Ashland lead heading into the third period.
Left to right across your screen. McPherson coming up the far side. Around the defender, takes a shot. Off the deflection. It's put in. Savannah Rivera. Voda into the circle. Leaves it out in front. And it's popped in. Well, a perfect setup by Ashland. And Ainsley Callahan has her second goal of the day. Take it out. 13 seconds. Puck squirts out in front of the net, into the right circle, and it's put in! Wow! Savannah Rivera! The puck was upright, just kind of floating towards the right circle. Rivera saw it, rushes over to it, and ties up the game with 8 seconds left. Unreal.
In the period, Ashland nets a pair while the Hillers net a goal, and it's 2-2, meaning this game is going to a 4-on-4 sudden death 5-minute overtime.
Can the Hillers get a buzzer beater? We shall find out. McPherson coming out with it. Sends it over. Back up to McPherson. McPherson gets it out. Sent across by Barroso. Jean with it now. Jean looking to approach. 5 seconds left. Takes a shot. Oh, wow! Lucy Jean rings it in, and the Hillers win. 3 seconds left.
Lucy Jean nets the game winner with 2.7 seconds left in overtime, and the Hillers take the come-from-behind win 3-2. Hopkinton moves to above 500 for the first time this season, improving to 7-6-1. Ashland falls to 2-9-3. It was an absolutely epic week of Hiller sports, lots of amazing comebacks, and last-second game-clinching wins.
That's deflected away. 1:13 left to go. Over to win. Pedroli. Shot! In! And it's a score for the Hillers, Matt Pedroli! And now sent out in front of the net. In the high slot, and it's tied up! Matt Pedroli again! Gets it over to win. From the top of the circle, out in front, puck is loose. Battle for it. There's a shot by Pedroli, and the Hillers win! Matt Pedroli rings it in, and the Hopkinton Hillers overcome a 2-goal deficit with just over a minute left. Pearson coming around with it, takes the shot, and it's in! Here she comes. McPherson driving in, backhander, and count it! Stolen away, Hillers have it. McPherson putting on moves, approaching, backhander, and it is going to be another score for the Hillers. There goes the crowd again. Pat Connell at the line. The senior trying to tie the game for the Mustangs. And he does. 2.7 seconds left. Hiller's going to have to take a buzzer beater. The pass, the shot, and it's in! Oh, wow! Mitch Stimulus! Mitch McPherson trying to dig it out. 13 seconds. Puck squirts out in front of the net. Into the right circle, and it's put in! Wow! Savannah Rivera! The puck was upright, just kind of floating towards the right circle. Rivera saw it, rushes over to it, and ties up the game with 8 seconds left. Unreal. Can the Hillers get a buzzer beater? We shall find out. Pearson gets it out. Sent across by Barroso. Gene with it now. Gene looking to approach. 5 seconds left. Takes a shot. Oh, wow! Lucy Jean rings it in, and the Hillers win. 3 seconds left. Another unbelievable moment for a Hillers team this week. Absolutely unbelievable. The far side. And a defender able to get in the way there. Sent back by Resnick. Win. Back to Pedroli. Pedroli from the point takes the shot just off the mark. And now the Hillers trying to knock it in off the rebound. Win puts it towards the net. That's deflected away. 1:13 left to go. Over to Win. Pedroli. Shot! In! And it's a score for the Hillers. Matt Pedroli. Pedroli puts the Hillers within one. A beauty of a shot. Pedroli along the left wing. Gets it down. Sent across by Wynn. And hoping for the one-timer there was DaCosta. And now sent out in front of the net. In the high slot, and it's tied up! Matt Pedroli again! Matt Pedroli just waiting along the high slot. The puck comes floating over, a beauty of a feed, and he is able to net it in and tie this game up at 4 apiece. DaCosta gets it over to Win. From the top of the circle, out in front, puck is loose. A battle for it. There's a shot by Pedroli, and the Hillers win! Matt Pedroli rings it in, and the Hopkinton Hillers overcome a 2-goal deficit with just over a minute left. Come all the way back and win it with 1:55 left to go in overtime. Unbelievable.
That was some of the amazing highlights from this past Monday night. A very impressive win for Hiller boys hockey over Algonquin. They take the victory in overtime, 5-4, overcoming a 2-goal third period deficit thanks to Matt Pedroli, who gets the hat trick. The goal that put the Hillers within one, the game-tying goal, and the winning goal. Just amazing. A couple things to tell you about. Premiering tonight, Wednesday, January 29th, 7:30 p.m. We got TVL Sportsnet, first episode of the winter season. On Tuesday, January 21st, Hopkinton Hiller girls basketball hosted Norton. Steve Spector and Mike Tarosian were on the call.
For sure, and there's a three-pointer.
Oh, pretty.
Which was beautiful. Gabby Simulus with a freshman with a big-time three, cutting the lead to 7. Wow, nice shot. Callie Salem.
Norton took the win over the Hillers, 41-34. Hopkinton falls to 6-5. Norton improves to 6-6. On Wednesday, January 22nd, Hiller Wrestling battled Dedham. Here's a look at what happened.
First, we have Sean Baker to meet his parents, Jody and Michael. Ian Byatt is going to meet our Anthony Flores to meet the coaches. Ryan Hoyt to meet his parents, Carrie and Ted. To meet his mom, Heather, and brother, Idris. Ian Peterson to meet his parents, Amy and Matthew, and his siblings, Eli, Emery, Isaac, and Abel. Next, we have Mateo Tomas to meet his parents, Jose and Lynette. Cullen Whitram Surya to meet his mom, Sheila, and grandmother, Genevieve. And Jacob Desolitz to meet his parents, Heather and Hazel. And last but not least, Captain Stephen Moody to meet his parents, Michelle and Steve, and sister Julie.
The Hillers took the win 53-30 and improved to 4-0 on the season. On Thursday, January 23rd, Hiller Alpine Ski hit the slopes.
On the blue course, number 811, Ryan Dow from Hopkinton.
Be sure to catch Hiller Alpine Ski Thursdays live on HCAM. On Friday, January 24th, Hiller Boys Basketball hosted Medfield, and it was a record-setting night of scoring for the Hillers.
Here comes Elstrom Hall. Dedham. Willardson for three. Yes! Cooper Willardson feeling it. He has 9 points on the night, a trifecta of threes. Now driving in, Armani kicks it out. Back to Armani, it's punched away, and Willardson has it. Willardson feeds it out. Simulus thought about it, kicks it back to Willardson, up for three. Yes! Cooper Willardson. Willardson, Elstrom Hall. Trying to split the defenders there, able to get it back, fires it over for three. King, count it! To the corner, Willardson for three. Yes! With the pressure, Cooper Willardson knocks down another. He has 15 points tonight. Underneath, and the Hillers have the turnover. Pass goes right into Dejan's arms. Elstrom Hall down the lane, count it! Plus the foul! 5 seconds left. Over to the corner. 3 attempts. Got it! Ryland August gets the buzzer beater. And the Hillers go into the fourth quarter up by 22, 76-54.
A 33-point third quarter, and the Hillers tallied 99 points and took the win over Medfield 99-75. Cooper Willardson led the way with 21 points, James Marcinowski netted 17 points, and Mitch Simulus added 15 points. As the Hillers improved to 9-3, Medfield falls to 8-4. On Saturday, January 25th, Hiller Boys Hockey battled Medfield It was a 3-1 Medfield lead heading into the third period.
Go up against Sanderson. Over to the near side. Dixon gonna send it up the ice. Spavento sets it aside. Pedroli trying to come down, stalled away. There's a shot, turned away, and then off the rebound. It's popped in by Sanderson. Medfield gets a short-handed goal.
Medfield would add 3 more goals in the third frame and take the 6-1 win. The Medfield Warriors improved to 13-0-1. The Hopkinton Hillers fall to 4-6-2. Week 6 of the Hillers 2024-2025 winter season started off on Tuesday, January 14th, as the Hiller girls basketball team hosted Millis. Millis had a 24-21 lead heading into the second half.
Up against Grattan. Trying to get it underneath to Whiteman-Kraus, and Millis has it back. Grattan feeds it underneath. Up and in goes Sidney O'Toole. And it's stripped away. Hillers have it. Restagini coast to coast. Count it. Grattan working along the wing, taking it in, kicks it out. 3 attempt, knocks it down. Grace Higgins.
After a very offensive second quarter, the Hillers fell short to Millis. The Mohawks take the 48-39 win. Millis improves to 7-3. The Hiller girls fall to 5-4 on the season. Freshman Abby Rabinovich led the Hillers with 12 points overall. Tegan Restagini added 11 points. Millis had several point scorers. Lindsey Grattan led the way for the Mohawks with 13 points, including 11 in the second half. It was a busy Wednesday for the Hillers. Hiller Wrestling hosted Keefe Tech at Doyle Gym. Here's a look. Hopkinton ended up capturing the 50-18 win over Keefe Tech. Hopkinton improves to 3-0 on the season. Also on Wednesday at the New England Sports Center, it was a Hiller hockey doubleheader. Boys hockey started off the festivities, meeting up with Gloucester. It was a 1-1 game through the first period. With just over 3 minutes left in the second period, things got very wild.
Puck still loose. Out in front of the net. Spavento trying to cover it up. And it looks like we have a goal. Lucas Albino, I believe, was able to put it in. Pick it up. Sends it over. Cross goes Wynn. Popped off the boards. And Pedroli driving up the ice around the goalie. And he pops it in. Wow. What a backhander by Matt Pedroli to retie the game. Puck squirts out, sent over to the high slot. There's a shot by Curley, turned away. Back to Curley it goes, puck deflected. Trying to close in, and it's knocked in. It went off the skate of Cade Cooper. Passed over by Albino. Here comes Gloucester, working their way towards Hiller territory. A nice move there. Out in front, and another score for Gloucester. Giacomo Martel, the senior.
4 goals in the final 3 minutes and 17 seconds of the second period. 3 more for the Fishermen and 1 for the Hillers. It was a 4-2 Gloucester lead heading into the third period.
Gets it over to Merkel. Matt Pedroli has had a terrific season so far. He's going to be someone to watch for this Hiller team. Back to Merkel, wrister, and it's in! What a shot by Connor Merkel! Sanfilippo sends it over right to the slot. There's a shot, and it's turned away. And then off the rebound, Cameron Amaro waiting in the right circle towards the net. Cade Francis with it. Back to Francis. And it's stolen away. Pedroli approaching. And he pops it in! Matt Pedroli coming up the slot says, I'll take that. 2-1 period in favor of the Hillers. And another breakaway here. Pedroli. That shot turned away. Off the rebound. Yes! He knocks it in. We are tied at 5. And now approaching Salah. And there's a shot from the right circle. And was that in? Yes. Jacob Harris somehow able to knock that one in.
The Hillers came up just short as the Fishermen of Gloucester held on for the 6-5 win. Gloucester improves to 4-5-1. Hillers fell to 2-5-2. After the boys' game, Hopkinton Dover Sherborne Co-op Girls Hockey hosted the Algonquin Co-op. Algonquin had a 1-0 lead heading into the second period.
Able to put it up the ice was Rivera. And now McPherson working her way down. Around the defender, takes the shot and nets it! Kelsey McPherson able to take advantage of the breakaway opportunity. She shook one defender, maneuvers around another, pops it in, and this game is tied. Looking to intercept into the right circle, and it's netted! What a shot there by Brooke Cutler. A chaotic few minutes in this period. Jean breaking through. Jean approaching around the defender. Backhander, she's got it! Lucy Jean!
The Hillers struck for 2 goals, but Algonquin struck as well, and the game was tied at 2 apiece heading into the third period.
Up the far side, around the defenders, and she has another one! Unreal! Kelsey McPherson. Here comes Glenn. Glenn, a wide open breakaway, pops it in! And this game is retied.
Both teams net another goal in the third period, and we head into a back and forth 4-on-4 overtime.
Sending it over. Putting on the moves there was Moroso, and now Nolo battle along the far side. And that is going to do it. This game is going to end in a tie.
The game remained tied through overtime and ends in a 3-3 draw. Hopkinton DS is now 4-6-1 on the season. Algonquin is now 4-1-1. On Thursday, January 16th, Hiller Alpine Ski hit the slopes.
Number 1003, Kyle Holstrom, 33.10. On the red course, number 803, Barry O'Brien from Hopkinton. Time for number 410, Nikita. Number 30.62. On the blue course, number 718, Mary Poopin from Wachusett.
Be sure to check out Hiller Alpine Ski live on HCAM Thursdays at 7 p.m. On Friday, January 17th, Hiller Boys Basketball hosted Bellingham. Hopkinton ended up getting the 90-53 win over Bellingham and improves to 7-3 on the season. The Hiller girls took care of business on the road in Bellingham, grabbing a 55-48 victory. The girls improved to 6-4 on the season. Hiller girls swimming was also in action Friday night against Norton, and a lot of close races took place. Hopkinton girls swimming took the very close meet by a final of 85-83. The girls are now 2-3 on the season. This past Saturday, Hiller boys hockey hosted Medway and got things going early.
Battle for it now, and we get a score. Finn Mahan netting one for the Hillers at 12:09 left to go. And a great start for Hopkinton. And some pressure in front of the net. Some great saves by Spavento. Cleared by a defender. Another save by Spavento. And then it is put in by the captain, Colin Towley. Some pressure there, and Pedroli has a goal.
Hillers led 2-1 heading into the second period.
Looking for a breakaway here. Takes the shot and it's in! What a score! Will Iantosca makes it 3-1 Hillers. Iantosca just had a clean break right up the ice and pops it in at 13:44 left to go in the second period. There's a shot and it's in! From the blue line, Nick Bazaka just blasts one past Spavento, and Medway gets one back. It's a 3-2 game.
Both teams net a goal apiece, and it was a 3-2 Hiller lead heading into the third period.
Sent over, driving up, Drake. There's a shot and top shelf.
The Medway goal ends up being the only score of the third period, and the game went to a 4-on-4 sudden death 5-minute overtime, tied at 3 apiece.
5-minute overtime, here we go. Hillers working right to left across your screen. There's a shot and the game winner! Will Iantosca! 16 seconds in, and that'll do it.
16 seconds into overtime. Will Iantosca nets the game winner. The Hillers get the victory over a very good Mustangs team, 4-3, and improve to 3-5-2 on the season. Medway falls to 5-3-1. On Tuesday, January 7th, Hiller boys basketball hosted Ashland and got the scoring going early and very often.
Hard on that ankle after making the shot as the Hillers work in the offensive zone. 3 attempt, and it's knocked down by Tori Elstrom Hall.
I mean, I'm trying to keep up with everything going on there. All of a sudden, the Hillers got about 6 or 8 points in a span of a minute. And another steal, looks like.
It's just a rapid pace they're going out there. It's unbelievable. 10 seconds left in the quarter. 3 attempt, Willardson. Yes! Cooper Willardson. Both free throws are good by Steinberg, but a nice response by Gavin Cho.
Wow.
Dedham for 3. Yes, count it. How about Sam Dedham? 12 points tonight.
You can't blame them. These kids want to play and play hard, and
they keep getting steals like that. Passes thrown right to them. Up, no good there. Follow through, yes, at the buzzer. Trevor Blinn
What a first half by the Hopkinton Hillers.
Wow.
An offensive display for the record books as the Hillers put up 33 points in the second quarter.
The Hillers had a commanding 55-12 lead at the half and would end up taking the game 93-31, a record-setting night for the Hiller offense. Every available Hiller athlete on the roster got in the scorebook. Jackson Canales dropped 18 points, Sam Dedham had 16, and James Marcinowski dropped 13 as the Hillers cruised past the Clockers. Hopkinton finished the week with a road loss in Medway and stand at 5-2 on the season. Hiller boys and girls swimming were also in action that Tuesday versus Medfield. The Hiller boys picked up an 82-73 win. The Hiller girls also took the win 84-47. Both teams are now 1-2 on the season. On Wednesday, January 8th, Hiller boys hockey hosted Holliston Ashland Co-op.
Costa looking to race in. Takes it along the corner. Sends it far side. Going to approach, it's a shot, and it is in! Parker Rivera strikes for the Hillers and makes it 1-0.
Parker Rivera nets a goal towards the end of the first period. Hillers took the 1-0 lead into the third period.
Parker Rivera off the feet from DeCosta. Hillers hoping to hang on. Allison with the extra attacker in Hiller territory. Sent up, rolling towards the empty net, and it is in! The score for the Hillers, and that'll do it. And that is going to be Parker Wynn.
And the Hillers collect their first win of the season, taking down Holliston Ashland by a final of 2-0. Hopkinton improves to 1-3-2 on the season. On Thursday, January 9th, Hiller Alpine Ski hit the slopes for the first time this year.
Bay Path may have outgrown its space, but not its mission. We need your help to build a new facility that matches our capabilities and dedication. Join us and help ensure we can continue to provide exceptional care and find loving homes for animals for years and years to come. Thank you.